Boom, I already forgot. Quickly
Against
check.
Dark, I believe.
Oh, against the Dark. Yeah. Who beat Mihai, right?
Yes.
So, yeah. Okay, will be interesting. So, in red, Tatoh is a Vietnamese. No, in blue, Tatoh is a Vietnamese. And in red, Vinch with the Sicilians. Okay.
And pretty
That's
nice map for Tatoh to get us started. He has the gold and the stone both in the back. And pretty thin woodline, though, on the
exactly,
right
that's what I
side for
was gonna
him.
say. I hate it seeing woodline so much. Like, it's so annoying. You cannot even place the lumbercamps there, right? Like, you have to go all the way to the edge.
I love like
Yeah, if you place your lumber camp there,
walls,
you chop out
skirts,
of it,
flanks and
and like
banning
you open a
Burgundians,
hole for
but
Vinch to
chest I'm
come
an
in through.
arena lover.
Bugu, thank you so much for the 23 months, Boogie. Thank you, Love Arena. Well, the relics actually seems to be a bit better for Tatoh here, right? Like,
Yeah,
even
especially that one in the left corner there, just above
yeah,
his
that's
gate. That should
perfect
be
for
easy
him.
for him.
But also the two on the
Oh,
right are.
Vinch! Look at what Vinch is doing with his scout, though. He's
Oh
luring the boar with it.
no, I hate
Who
that.
does this?
Oh my, Vinch does that. That's not the first time I see that. He does it. He has been doing that a lot in Valhalla and on closed maps. This is so bad. Like, why the hell would you
Yeah,
do
I,
that?
I hate that. You save a tiny bit of vil time, but you lose all that HP on your scout. And if you get into scout war, it's just so important to have that HP, especially if you want to snipe off monks later on.
Yeah, that's weird. Vinchester is a weird player. Like, I don't understand that. How
Yeah,
can
like
he
this is
be?
the type of thing
Yeah.
you'd see on those old island maps before you had the Dark Age transport when you really didn't need the scout. But to see it on arena,
Yeah.
a scout's so important.
Weird, weird, weird. Like, the only map where it's fine, it's Fortress, I guess, where you can later heal the scout in the castle. But yeah,
Yeah.
mono. Thank you for the raid, man.
Actually, on those old versions of Regicide Fortress, the boar would spawn outside of your walls about, like, I think it was 30 to 35 tiles away from the TC. So you pretty much had to use the scout
Yeah.
to lure them in there.
And that's why it probably stays a meta, because the players still do that up to this day, despite having the boars inside now. But still, you just do that, you hop into a castle, and you should be fine. On arenas, though, I really hate that. Also, he's doing like some John Slow scouting his back base, which is what is he gonna find there, Vinchester? If I do that, it doesn't mean that it's good. I do that because I like to scout everything possible, but like,
If this were
weird.
10 years ago, he might find an extra gold or an extra stone back there, but not on this version of Arena.
Yeah. I loved finding extra resources back in the days. Like, you never knew what you would find in your back base.
Or even a relic back there sometimes.
Nah, the relics never were there, right? I don't remember.
Well, sometimes they were
relics being
inside your base.
Inside the base, yes. Also inside walls. I don't know if you remember,
Also
but there are
inside
many
walls.
times that you had relics spawning inside walls. But I don't
Sometimes the
remember.
walls would even overlap.
Yeah, that would be that would be the funniest. You would get like blue walls here, for example, like if his base were here, and like the walls were on top of each other, and you never knew if there is a wall under it or not until you delete it. Like, sometimes there was a wall, sometimes there wasn't. So yeah, it was something. So both are up to Feudal Age at the same time. Quite a few villagers for both, 26 villagers. It's a barracks for Tatoh and a barracks for Vinch, so both are gonna go for the scouts. Caucaster is still as a delight, make sure to check him out, give him a follow, a sub, shekels, everything you want. Serves it. Okay. So for Scout War at least, Sicilians are better, right? Because they deal easily, not easily, but better
damage?
with a potential spearman.
Yeah, I think I'd agree there. I mean, I guess the Vietnamese, maybe they have a better eco early on with their cheaper eco techs for going into the scouts. But when it comes to fighting against the spearmen, the bonus resistance really does help the Sicilians.
Yeah.
อย่าบำก็เท้ายัง
The maps are identical, right? Both have perfect gold and stone and secondary gold forwards. That's nice for them. This is damn. This is a really serious matchup. Like Tatoh Vinchester in the group stage. Like I wouldn't be surprised if you told me this is a semi-final or something like that. I wouldn't be surprised to see that. But yeah.
Blacksmith stable versus market stable. Tatoh going for the market and Vinch going for the blacksmith.
Instead Parto's build for Tatoh. Yeah, I guess here market is fine, right? Because I don't see Vinchester. Actually, imagine Vinchester now doing a siege shower castle drop or something, and you don't have a blacksmith. Yeah.
I imagine Vinchester going forward and like chopping through that wood line of Tatoh. Like there's that perfect little nook for the lumber camp where you could fit it in there.
Does he even know about that? Let's see.
I mean, imagine if he went for some type of like tower rush or John rush there, and then chopped through the wood line.
That could have been sick, actually. I would love to see it one day on Arena, a strategy like that. That would be a masterpiece. But yeah, chances are very, very slim. A lot of farms by Tatoh already. 12 farmers compared to 9 from Vinchester.
Oh, yeah.
And we gotta pause.
Normally you see like 9 to 10 farms when the players do the scouts opening, but 12 is quite a lot.
Especially when he still is.
I guess he does save a bit of wood though.
Yes.
Ah, yeah, from the double bit X force color, you're right. Oh, yeah. So we continue. Tatoh with some more idle seconds, he will be 4 seconds slower to the Castle Age, and now we got the scout engagement. Okay, let's see the micro. Both should have very, very good micro. Oh yeah, thank you for fixing the title, Martino. This is a winner's match indeed. This is not an elimination match.
And we see Vinch keeping those weak scouts back in his base. Looks like he's going to want to get a monastery and then heal them up.
Yeah, that's the way to go. Don't want to lose scouts for nothing. He's getting Boso and Heavy Blow. Tatoh only Boso, already doing the second TC. Quite forward. I never liked his forward on centers that can get shot from with Mangonas from the outside. Like, it's always kind of awkward. But I guess he'll be fine. Like, in theory, if that TC was at the back on Golden Wood, I would say it's a great TC. But because it's forward, I'm not that sure.
So you'd prefer to see it on the main gold, even though there's already a mining camp on it?
Yeah, and mine that one later. Because, like, you can always get mangonels on your face, and then it becomes quite annoying. Repair, and so... I don't know. I always prefer them at the back. That TC by Vinci is also questionable. Like, it's not even touching a wood line.
It's touching his lumber camp.
Yeah, weird. Vinchester
Okay,
is
yeah,
a weird player.
Like, move it a few tiles to the northeast and it's perfect against the wood line.
Yeah, exactly. Just weird. Well,
You know, I guess when I look at this from Tato's point of view, he's seen that Vinch is going scouts, right? So you know he's probably not going to invest into a workshop too early, and that there's going to be a scout fight first. So it might be a bit safer for him in that situation to put the TC there.
Yeah, I guess you're right. And good snipe by Vinchester, getting a monk here. Ooh, but he's also gonna lose one. It's a light cav, boink boink, run away. Perfect by Tatoh. Husbandry for Vinchester. Husbandry before light cav. What do you say about that? Oh no.
Well, it's how to maximize the speed of your scouts on Tato's in.
What? Okay, now what? He's saving the villager for the farm. He's chasing on the outside because it's only scout and not light cab. And he's gonna do the damage. The quick walls are coming up by Vinchester. Well, he only has his wood line exposed on the right side. But other than
He's doing
that...
loom.
Oh!
Well, you know, he doesn't have any weak vills because he lured the boar with his scouts.
Oh, that's true. But still, getting loom at this stage of the game is, I mean, it's not the end of the world, but it's not ideal. And he now needs to keep track of those light cover. Getting a forced TC up. Okay, scouts are coming back.
He can
to
bring
finish
his
them
scouts
off.
back. And well, the scouts will be faster, so they can pick them off.
Yeah. Now Tatoh should just be annoying, right? Just run around. Like, he cannot take fights, but try to deny farms, try to snipe farms, I don't know, make the scouts chase you. And as soon as I say that, he forgets about it, okay. Ooh, another dead monk, good catch by Vinchester.
And that's what that husbandry and keeping keeping away from that light cab upgrade does. And always gonna let another light cab in, but that's kind of just trapping the light cab again.
Yeah. Tatoh is another like inside, what the hell. Thank you so much, Paul, another new sub, welcome man. The 14 centuries by Vinch. Yeah, so look at his RLTC time, so wow. That's 5 minutes of RLTC time. That forced TC was a bit early, I would say.
Yeah, a bit early. He might have also been trying to rush it up just because the scouts were in his base. I don't know how panicked he was about them. But yeah, definitely a lot of vital TC time when you go for all of those TCs this early on. And you're also adding in your scouts at the same time, so you're spending food on them too.
Yeah. We got sensitivity for Tatoh getting blacksmith. We don't have a single relic picked up. We're at minute 20 and not a single relic was picked up. This is kind of giving me Vinchester, not Vinchester, Nikov Mortuary flashbacks.
Well, I think Tatoh did manage to get that one that was the safe one by the gate in his corner, but none of the ones in the middle have been touched.
Yeah. Let's see, now he's gonna get the second. Vinchester still without the light cab upgrade. I hate that, to be honest. Like, he can never take good fights. He can just attack and retreat. And actually, Tatoh, we were always discussing about Vinchester Siege Workshop illusions at DC. But it's Tatoh who's gonna go for the forward Siege Workshop.
Yeah, and while Vinch is forward looking for monks, he actually hasn't scouted that yet.
That's not great. It's not great, and it's gonna be 3 relics already for Tatoh. Only 1 for... Wait, I'm missing 1 relic. No, it's 0 for Vinchester. Wow, that's not good. But could be that monk here in the bottom. Let's see.
Vinch is looking for those monks. I think Tatoh might have made a bit of a mistake there, running back towards that workshop and revealing it to Vinch.
Also, villagers, does it have looms? They have loom. Okay, should be fine. Okay, so Vinch is picking up his first relic. Tatoh is already carrying relic number 4 home. That's a big advantage for Tatoh. Vinch is doing pikeman upgrade. Okay.
Well, Tato's prepared for that. Already has a scorpion in that workshop.
Yeah. But gotta push that. Okay, he's coming out now. Finally light can Vinchester, thank you. Took your time with that. Entered for Tatoh. ADC number 4 as well. He's 7 villagers behind right now. Vinchester with 7 idle minutes of DC time, that's not bueno. And that's a dead monk. But losing to Scout, ooh, that was not good. Pikemen are coming. Forward castle by Vinchester. What's up with that? Ooh, he wants to go
we
forward.
Have 2 stables in Tatoh.
What?
As the Vietnamese.
I would expect Vinch to maybe go double stable, but not Tatoh. Yeah, and the castle is coming up.
And well, the triple barracks here has really paid off for Vinch, pushing the Rams back and also pushing the light cap back.
That was perfect for map control, because if Tatoh kept pushing, Vinch could have been in trouble. And now that might be a good fight for Tatoh if he gets the conversions. I'm not sure if he got both. Also, pikemen are dead. Okay, handcart for Vinchester. He's 8 villagers ahead, but Tatoh seems to be closer to pick up to Imp. And yeah, is there any ranges already? Gonna be Arbalest or what?
Well, Tatoh going for everything here. He's had the workshop, the stable, the ranges.
Imagine
mean,
if he
as
goes
the Vietnamese-
skirmishers.
I mean, he needs something to fight the pikemen as he's up to Imp. I have to imagine he'll go crossbow and try to switch to Rattan archers.
Yeah, that's what he's doing. Crossbow. Rattans are still not there. He is on stone. Getting university now. Rattans will be... Oh, 2 monks left alone. Oh no. Okay, Imp is coming. Vinch very close to go up. And he now clicks. A bit slower, but with 9 villagers more.
And Tatoh just adding in more and more ranges, and he's just gonna go for those arbalests. Now remember, that is a bit more expensive now, so going for that early Imp arbalest play is a bit more difficult than it used to be.
True. But look what Vinch is doing. He's doing exactly what we were talking about before the game. Bloodlines plus 2 attack. So I assume, yeah, we got more stables coming up. Hauberk, Cavaliers is away. They will be quite good against the Arbalest. So Tatoh will have to switch to halves, I guess, right? He's already doing the pikeman upgrade.
Yeah, it looks like he just wants to go Halb Arb, and maybe get a castle up. Castle, and maybe get some cannons out and try to take a early Imp Trub fight.
Yeah, that will be good. Cavaliers, as you said at the start, are quite well, not ideal to open with. They are quite expensive, hard to mass. So let's see if Vinch will have enough. He's now doing Arson. I assume that's preparation for future First Crusade, because I cannot explain that. I mean, to use it for those 12 pikemen. Oh, he looted the
How many
villager.
TCs does he have? Still has 4. And he needs 1 more TC for the First Crusade. But still, that's gotta be a while off. Usually you want to do that when you're max popped and suddenly have an army of 235 population to fight with.
Exactly, that's what. Actually, no. You see, guys, I know more than T-West. I know more than T-West. It's 25, not 35.
Oh, is it 25 now?
Yeah.
Did they change it again?
They changed it from 7 to 5, if I remember correctly. Because if I know more than T-West, then I'm done here. I have maximized my arena knowledge. Now someone will say I'm wrong.
I always get thrown off with the balance patches.
It is 25.
I
Sick.
still remember. It is 25?
Yes.
Alright. Something else they changed.
Yeah, I hate it, to be honest. It used to be 50, right?
Yeah, it was 50, right?
And then
That was
35.
insane. And they had the, it wasn't Halberg, they had some weird tech that, like gave gold for military units.
I don't even remember that already. Like, but I feel like 25 is not enough. I feel like it's a meh upgrade now.
Yeah.
35 feels about right. Not a cheap upgrade.
35 is definitely a useful number.
Yeah. We now are getting Halberg. We're getting the final armor for his cavaliers for Vinchester, but he has only 6 of them. While Tatoh already has 9 halves. He has crossbows. He's taking that castle down. He has more traps. Vinch is doing another castle on the right side. Do you think Vinch should mix in something with his cavaliers, or he can fight that?
I think he needs to, because he's just gonna be fighting halbs.
And monks. Monks are super annoying. They like ever coming though, but the crossbow should deal with them. Well, 1 monk went down. I don't think it's a good fight for Vinch.
Not at all. And this is where
He lost to
I was saying I
traps.
like the Vietnamese in this matchup. It's so much easier to get to Halbs than it is to get to Halberd Cavaliers. Like, look at the populations. It's almost 200 for Tatoh, and it's still around 150 for Vinch.
Yeah. And look what Vinch is doing. Oh, that's so bad. Oh, he's rushing ETC. Can he get it half key Sicilians? Can he get ETC out for First Crusade in 7 seconds? I don't think so. Cancel! Cancel!
Also, he only gets a 20 now.
Yeah. Oh my god, Vinch. A few seconds too late with a TC, so he only gets 20 Sir Johns instead of 25. Oh yeah, that's unfortunate. But as you said, like, it's a bit too early, right? What is he gonna do? Or is that a good move with Sir Johns right now? They're not elite, of course. They're lacking the final armors, final attack, but he's gonna take the fight.
Needs something to fight the Halbs, but I don't think this is enough. The Halbs are really fighting the Cavaliers instead of the Sergeants.
Yeah, he's getting all the Cavaliers, and those Sir Johns, they do get decent pierce armor, but I guess not that good when they're not elite. And yeah, it's GG. This is GG. Like, I think the word that sums up this game for Vinchester is weird. Like, that's some questionable moves by him here. And Tatoh, I feel like he had no mistakes in this game.
Yeah, Tatoh just played that to the Civ strength, got the relics, won the early imp war, had the unit composition he wanted.
Yeah, it was really well played by the Spaniard. It's 1-0 ahead in this series. Let's see the statistics. Military-wise, Tatoh is better. The death ratio, he had much more military. He had more conversions, of course, because Finch didn't have any. He did collect more wood, but Finch with more food. Tatoh with more gold, which was more stone. More relic gold for Tatoh. And yeah, despite having more villagers, Finch couldn't win this. Some more APL for him. So 1-0. Let's see what's next for us.
Let's check these civs off, and we still do have Teutons for Vinchester. So still maybe the opportunity to see that Trush if he wants to go for it, even with the more HP on the walls.
I would love to see a Trush. I would love, like, it's so bad, but like one Trush in the tournament, like for the good old days, like when Trush dominated. Do you think it was a good idea to ban Trush, or like,
I think it's
we are
much better
missing
with the 1800 HP walls.
Yeah.
It's just you get more of the like the point of arena is to get to the castle age units.
Exactly.
Otherwise, it's just kind of towers every game.
I do agree that Trash once in a while is fun to watch. I mean, I hate playing against Trash, but it is fun to watch. It does lead to weird games, to like crazy games. But if it's Trash and Trash and Trash, I think it's not ideal. So I think the 1800 HP walls was a good decision, and they have started. So let's see.
Yeah, I think the Trush was fun if you'd occasionally see some type of tower hop into a Trush, but when it's every game, it starts to get really repetitive.
Especially with the draft, right? Because we have this draft which with the random bans, it does lead to civs that you don't see every day, right? Like Tars, I don't know, Hans. And if you get a civ like that, and you have the option to trash, you will usually trash. So
yeah, you kind of get to see Trushers instead of civ differences.
Exactly. Like you want to see what the civ can offer, even though it's bad. Like you need to try and think what it can do. So I think it's good. Anyway, what do you say about this matchup? Mongols for Tatoh, Hells for Vinchester.
Well, I always think this is an interesting one But usually I think it favors the Mongols, especially if they can just get to their Mangudai in a 1v1. I don't think the Celts have a really great way of dealing with that.
Yeah, I agree. Like, but getting to full upgraded Mangurais is kind of hard, right?
Yeah, but still at the same time, the Celts, they like, what are they trying to get to? Full upgrades for their siege challengers? That's expensive too.
Yeah, but like, use the halb opening. You can do it with trebs and massive few onagers. It should be enough in small numbers. So we'll see. I personally heckin' love Mongols. But I'm not sure which cities. Actually, you know what? I would pick Mongols here in this matchup. You're right. I would pick Mongols.
Yeah, Celts do have some interesting opportunities with their like they have a great eco with the wood bonus, and they can hit some pretty good timings with their forward pressure. But it's still just an awkward matchup where you don't have a great answer to the Mangudai.
Yeah. Yeah. I would love to see. What do you think about like a Castle Age push by Tatoh? All in Mango Dice. 1TC. Sick micro. What can
I mean,
kills
you
the
could do
good
that.
set?
That's a good point. I mean, the Celts could defend with a castle and maybe just try to get to a Trebor. And that's like maybe a situation where the better eco for the Celts pays off a bit. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter whether it's late game or early game with a forward castle. Mangudai are still Mangudai, and Celts still struggle to deal with them.
Yeah, but I mean, as long as we don't get to see skirmishers here, I will be happy. And I guess with these sims, the chances are quite low, especially for Kel skirmishers, but it's possible.
Yeah, and not the Skirm matchup we'd expect when we see these two civs.
Yeah, so the map of Tatoh, main stone is just perfect. It's super important for Mongols to have safe stone. You do want your castles, so that's great for him. Secondary gold is good, main gold not too great. And it's the same map for Vinchester, so again, a mirror map for both.
The only real difference is the berries.
Yeah, but who cares about the berries, right? The berries only matter if you trash. And
Yeah, exactly.
Spike Castlage, they're long gone, so yeah. Oh, look at that! Tatoh is on stone and on gold. I heckin' love it. We are gonna get a castle early on. I heckin' love
Yeah,
that.
so those will be. So then for some Castle Age Mangudai, and the question now is, does Tatoh decide to go forward for that castle? Nothing of Vinch's main resources are really too close to the wall where they could be hit by the castle, but he does have a lot of stone and gold just to the north of his base that Tatoh could go for and try to control.
Yeah, castle there could be a disaster for Vinchester. It will also put pressure on the main gold. The question is, will Tatoh be brave enough or foolish enough to go forward? Because you don't know what Vinchester will be doing, right? Vinch is up with 24 villagers. No barracks yet. Like, what do you think? How do Kelts counter 1TC Mangudais? Like, what's his options?
I feel like his option would be one. I don't even know because the archer opening really isn't something we see that much anymore. But something to keep the castle off of his walls is you're still kind of just like blindly guessing that the Mongol player wants to go forward for the castle, but it's just gonna be blacksmith market for Vinchester.
Yeah. And that's a optimal opportunity for Tatoh to go for a forward castle. What did he place in between them? Oh, barracks. Okay.
That's the only other building he has, unless he wants to go for a double blacksmith there.
Yeah, I was wondering what the hell is that. It cannot be a double blacksmith. Tatoh is the Mongol, so he does have the scout with the sick line of sight. I don't think it's enough to see the market blacksmiths. Or is it enough? No, it's not enough. Or is it? Could he see the blacksmiths? I don't even know actually. We'll see now.
Yeah, it's fairly close to the wall. We'll see if he's able to get right up next to the wall and scout it.
Okay, if he can see that, it will not tell him much because it's only a blacksmith. But but yeah. So Tatoh, he has no loom, so I assume there's gonna be a castle at home.
And a couple spears out for Vinch. They'll be useful if Vills come forward, maybe. But, it doesn't look like the Vills are coming forward. And, Tatoh only has 2 Vills on stone still. So it might be a bit of a
Ooh.
boom before he goes for the castle, too. Like, it might be 2 TCs and then a castle.
You're right. I didn't see that. He's now adding the 3rd villager. He will never have enough stone on time. So you're right. It might be TCs into a castle. Well, look what Vinchester is doing. And Tatoh sees that 2 villagers going forward without the loom. He's not paying attention. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay.
Spears, he's fine. He's fine.
Is he gonna go? Well, double siege workshop will be too much. I know a certain person in the chat that will be happy to see that, but damn, is he really pushing with siege here, or?
I mean, Mongols are the safe to defend this if they just get up a defensive castle and then do a few Mangudai.
Yeah.
So we'll see maybe some monks come forward along with this. And yeah, there's that monastery.
I don't know what to think about this push by Vinchester. I don't like that. I mean, it might be good if Tatoh was going scouts or booming, which happens most of the times. But since he's Mongols and he will have a castle, that push will be absolutely useless, I would say.
Well, you know what? Celts versus Mongols. You got to make something happen, and might be Vinch's way of trying to not just play a standard game where they both kind of hunt for relics, boom, and then he dies to Mangudai. They'll force Tatoh to go for that defensive castle, and then maybe there's ways Vinch can get to Imp first and win a Treb War. Kind of force Tatoh to stay 1 TC, as he did add a lot more Vills over to the stone line, and then had to sell some wood to buy the last stone he needed.
But I just don't see how Vinchester will be able to hold map control to get the forward castle up. Like, Tatoh is already getting fletching. He needs like 5 Mangudais, or even less, like 3 Mangudais, and he cleans everything. If Vinchester keep adding Mangonels, he'll need 6 Mangudais. And he cleans everything. Like, I think Mongols are just great for this. So
Tatoh adding in that second TC.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that second TC, if Tatoh's going to stay Castle Age, does give Vinch an opportunity to go for an earlier Imp.
Well, he has only 6 farms, and he's already adding also a second TC. So that's a no for that. Both players are gonna add some economy at least. Vinch still has no idea about that castle of Tatoh. So that will be an unpleasant surprise for him. Once the wall goes down and the scout will run in, just don't kill your own scout. Oh no, almost. Is he microphone against himself? Did you see that? Like,
He sees the castle now.
Yeah, he was freaking dodging his own Mangonels. Freaking Vinchester allows a gate by Tatoh. Mangudai is out. Scout is not moving. Okay. Gonna go from the side now, Vinchester. Tatoh adding some stone walls here. Scout is going down. That's not great for Vinch. Gonna stay blind. 2 town centers for both, about the same villager number.
Third TC for Vinch.
Oh! That's a good point, Treasures. Look what Tatoh is doing. He's not gonna defend that. He's doing a second petard and he's gonna go straight into Vinchester's economy to raid. He doesn't care about the push. That's why he added the stone wall.
Yeah, that is a great strategy if this is like a 1 TC push and there's no eco behind it. But here with the extra TCs for Vinch, he'll be able to garrison and his village should be safe.
I agree. If it was all in, Vinchester would have been dead already. But now, yeah, he will lose his gold, he can save the villagers, so his stone centers are also in perfect placements, like one is on the right side defending the wood lines, the other is on the left side defending the wood and stone, so there's just no place for the Mangolas to do the damage. And Vinch actually... What is Atom Centers that he's doing? Can you explain?
Well, at least the that middle one won't have to run into any trouble if the petards break in.
Okay, so petards are coming. Doesn't even have Botkin Tatoh, so that's not ideal. The gate, bam, bam. There is sometimes a
sound.
bug with a gate. Do you know that bug with petards? Like, sometimes one petard just doesn't do the damage if you both go for the gate. I don't know if it fixed or not,
Oh, really?
but...
I know there used to be that bug where you wouldn't do damage if you hit the side of the gate.
Oh, maybe
didn't
that's what
see
I was
anything
talking
recently.
about. Maybe that's one. Like, I had many times that petards exploded and without doing nothing, basically killing only themselves, so...
Yeah, that was the thing. If you attacked the side of the gate, they wouldn't do any damage. Back in AOC.
Okay. No, I remember that on D as well. Maybe it's just my
Was it on DE?
imagination.
I know
Yeah.
that was fixed at some point, but I don't know how recently that was fixed.
Well, Tatoh is 4 builders ahead here. Both are on 3 town centers. Vinchester is at NTC number 4 here. Manulays are still raiding Vinchester. The problem is, like, he doesn't even have an answer to the Mangulays. He's now bringing siege. He's trying to close the... Oh, the ground attack, Tatoh! Well, I mean, bye-bye Mangonels.
Yeah, I mean, he got one shot off, and that's about it.
Oh, well, he did get 2 Mangonels. I mean, that's better than nothing, but yeah. That's a problem.
For all
with
those
the kills.
mangonels, though, and maybe even a vill or two on this gate.
Oh, man. Vinch, hello. Vinchester, hello. Even 3 Mangonels without Botkin are enough to kill 2 Mangonels. Like, watch again, like the Tatoh, but you got a move, you got a micro. Ooh. Oh, that was bad.
Those first couple shots missed, but finally a good one lands. And Tato's gonna micro one Mangadai.
Yeah, that's, well, those are Kelt's Mangonels. They do shoot a bit faster, right? So, that helped. And we got now Scouts incoming for Tatoh? Really? Usually it's the other way around. You go Scouts into Mangonels. And not Mangonels into Scouts, but... okay.
Well, maybe he just wants some more scouting information, too.
But instead of doing those Scouts, he could have just gotten Botkin and messed more Mangonels. I feel like it's so much easier against... so much useful against Mangonels than... Scouts.
Yeah, definitely. It's, It just makes such a big difference having that extra range to dance with the mangonels.
But look at
Oh, we have
Vinchester's
Imperial
economy,
Age from
yeah?
Vinch.
He's on the way to Imp, 10 villagers less, but you are right, Vinch will indeed lose a forward castle, and that's the worst that can happen to Tatoh, because if Vinch gets a forward castle up and traps Tato's castle, Mongols without Mangonels are, I don't know, it's like Apple without iPhones, like, it's oh shit, we are sponsored by Microsoft, sorry, we cannot say that. God. Bloodlines for...
It's like Microsoft without Windows phones.
Yeah, Windows Phone. Oh man, now you're making it worse. Windows Phone. Alpha. We got armor incoming for... okay, so micro, let's see. Let's see.
Lich.
The Mangonels, good shot again by Tatoh. Okay. Okay, that castle is... Ooh, Tatoh with the counter castle! Oh yeah, that's gonna be close.
Oh, Tatoh wanted that castle more forward, but Vinch got his foundation there just in time.
Okay, it's like Microsoft without Age of Empires. Does that sound right? This Age is the best game ever. So the problem for Tatoh is that Vinchester deleted the castle, and he's now redoing it at the back, and Tatoh is not even up to him, so he's gonna be in trouble here.
Yeah, and that castle going up will be really important for Vinch for defending the trebuchets. This is one of those situations where I'd even love to see Vinch have done fletching on the way up, just so that castle becomes a bit stronger at defending the trebs.
Yeah, I agree. That could have been really, really nice. But he's still fine. He's not gonna trap that castle down. So maybe that second castle would just to keep the first castle up, because, like, well, he's gonna lose the castle anyway. He's doing petards again, so he's gonna go for another rush here.
Well, this is what you want to see from Tatoh, right? These really sneaky, creative strategies trying to use the petards to break in.
Yeah. That's, well, but Vinchester, he already saw that Vinchester is quite well defended. So... I don't know
Well, what do you think
damage.
about this? Finally, Vinch building the houses as a wall instead of putting them at the back.
Ooh,
I think this is a situation
yeah,
where that's good for him.
That's good. That's good in this case. And he knows that that's coming. I don't know how, but he's rushing down a wall. And so he's doing a second layer of defense. Let's see.
You can definitely sense it at this point if you lose track of where the Mangudai are.
Yeah. Will he wall in time? So the petards are close. If he doesn't wall on time, he'll be in trouble. He's not spreading the villagers around, trying to wall again. Mangudais are there. Now he should be fine. 2 more tiles. Yeah, he's fine. He's fine.
Yeah, he's got it.
Oh yeah, it's overchopped on the right. Oh no.
Oh yeah, there's a hole.
Oh no. Oh no, can Tatoh sees it? Yeah. Oh, Vinch, delete and the Labra camp even. Oh, that was a
He's
clutch
spinning all the
house.
vills.
Yeah, and now we got Onager
Gets it up
coming
in
for
time.
Vinchester. We got traps coming forward, but careful, Mangudais are quite good. Even Cottage Mangudais are quite good to snipe traps, especially with Lycav. He's going back, the Onagers are coming. That's the issue now. Tatoh is in Imp, but he got only 1 castle, so it's gonna be really,
He doesn't
really
have
tough.
much Mangudai production, but he does already have 16. This is just such a clean build for Vinch to get the Imperial Age.
And now he's doing the perfect thing. He knows that he will struggle even versus small numbers of Mangudais. Don't kill your own villager. So he's...
Don't kill your own castle.
Yeah, that's
There's onagers there.
He's going for the forward castle, losing some Mangonel, some Onagers. Nice micro by Tatoh. Oh no! Oh no! Is that a Doubt Castle? Is that a Doubt Castle we're seeing here?
The Mangudai.
Tumbling. Do we have ballistics? We don't have ballistics. Oh no! What?
Oh!
It's a big shot! 1 villager left, gotta get it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Get that Onager. Reb, it's gonna go down. But the castle is coming up. Castle is coming up.
That was exactly the onager shot that Vinch needed there.
Yeah.
He'll get the castle, and that means he'll have position now for trebs. We did lose some of the trebs already. We'll need to make a few more at this point.
Okay, Onager almost going down. We got a second castle incoming here for Tatoh. He needs to do traps. He's messing Mangudai, so Vinch is bringing his own traps to the party. Getting armor for his pikemen. It's looking like a very good game so far. Who's in a better position here? Mr. T West.
Ooh, this is... I still like Tatoh Civ in the long run, but I think Vinch has played this very well with the Celt so far just to get it to this position where he has all of the forward map control with his castles. And Tato's still looking to do damage with the Mangudai. He still wants to sneak in and attack on the side, sending that fill for the workshop.
Yeah, I mean, he will need a lot of... Actually, you know what? 2 capped rams could do a lot of damage here. We do have a defensive onager for Vinchester waiting, even 2. We got a Trevor in Tato's base, only 1 trap for Tatoh. 3 traps from Vinchester, so I'm not sure how long Tatoh can keep repairing that. What do you think about Tatoh going for like yellow micro, sending all his Mangudais home, diving under the castle, trying to snipe the traps? I guess it's not happening because the castle is going down, so...
I mean, that's difficult against Celts too with all of the onagers they have there. You have such a narrow spot to micro. Actually, Vinch adding in all of these houses, kind of like what Ganji was trying to do earlier,
Yeah.
helps out by making it more difficult to get the positioning to snipe
Oh
off the onagers.
no!
But
The onagers went off position.
we could like have
That's
Omi gets a shot on the Mangudai.
Well, the traps now. If the trap go down, it's GG I think, but the castle is going down. Castle is down, okay. But Tatoh has only one castle, like... Let's see, Mangues are coming from behind right now though. There is only one onager around, and it's dead. Where is Vinchester military? West.
Well, he's only on 17 military at this point, and it's just a bunch of pikemen.
Yeah, and all the traps went down. I mean, it would have been ideal if it happened 2 minutes ago, and Tatoh had 2 castles. But look at the score all of a sudden. What happened here?
I think that's just from Tatoh pushing back, getting his Mangudai numbers up, and taking out that castle. Still doesn't have elite and has a bit of a ways to go with upgrades, but now you're Mongols with a bit of momentum. The good thing for Vinch is he does have 4 relics and could get the 5th if he wanted to right at the south. But even in this Civ matchup, I don't know if 5 relics is enough to overcome this difference once we've gotten now to this late game period.
Yeah, those relics do not belong there. Vinchester takes them home, but look at the military numbers. We got double the military for Tatoh, and Zalakev are closing in on the onagers again. Tatoh could have done a better angle micros this game, I think. He did get some big shots on his face, but now he has a nice amount of military and he's doing the Catram upgrade. He will start pushing into the base of Vinchester. Vinch has the onagers to defend, but it's only house wall. That shouldn't be too scary. Vinch will need halves even, like he still needs out the halves. That's not bueno, careful.
Well, he spent so much on making these onagers that it's difficult for him to afford other upgrades, including those halbs.
Yeah, but he can afford it now, or is he gonna wait for siege? Oh no, he's getting the halb now. Okay, the rams are gonna be quite useless here. Cannot even boink a house.
Yeah, and great job with having those mangonels ready and waiting for the rams to come in from Vinch. Just even if it's just a house wall, he's finding ways to defend it.
I don't understand the way Tatoh is doing the castle so far at the back. Like, imagine if he did this castle forward. Yeah, I know we're traps of the traps of Vinchester are there, but you could snap at them with Mangudais, and that trap would have defended that castle would have defended your traps from onagers and stuff like that. So I feel like that's a mistake to lose the castle at home. But oh well, Tatoh is playing great so far. Tatoh's playing.
He's
safe.
probably getting in tournament mode, wanting to play safe.
Yeah. But I feel like it would be safer actually to do it there, to do it forward, to defend the front golds. But oh well. I mean, it's working out quite well for him. He's taking that castle down. He should bring villagers forward though to repair the traps. Hello, Tatoh losing one trap.
Definitely.
Oh yeah.
That really hurts.
Where's the villagers? Now they're
Castle
coming.
might stay up now.
No, those traps are out of range actually. He has to repeg them, Vinchester. Or is he sending them home? I'm not sure what's
That
happening.
goes down.
Ooh, but now the 3 traps are exposed. 4 relics are bye-bye. Tatoh can take the golds back. This is looking great for Tatoh. This is looking like the game. GG.
Yeah,
Wow.
there's the GG.
Wow.
So, well, I think the Civ matchup definitely helped out Tatoh there, but also very well played from Vinch to get that forward positioning and apply that pressure too.
Yeah, that was well played by both. I feel like Vinch did the best he could in maybe not the greatest matchup. Depends how you look at that, but I kind of feel like Tatoh could have played this a bit better. But in the end, he got the victory and he's looking very strong. Vinchester is a very tough opponent, guys. So yeah, 2-0. Damn, let's see the statistics. Tatoh 1 victory away from going to the round of 16, where he, if I remember correctly, if he gets there, he secures himself $250 already. So yeah, he will not be settled for that. His eyes are probably set on the big prize pool, which is $2,000 for the first place and $10,000 in general, sponsored by the lovely Microsoft. Statistics, kill rest ratio was better for Tatoh. He had more military, did have less wood, but a bit more food, less gold, but way more stone, which is what is important for Mongols. And
Really nice relic gold there for Vinch.
oh yeah, that's a lot of gold, which did not help him in the end. And yeah, Finch with more villagers and same APM for both, 69, double nice. So 2-0. Heard Clown Cat calling for me, so I'll open the door in a second. Let me just show you the draft. And so we had the Mongols winning against the Celts. So Vinchester using sieve number 5 and 4, Tatoh using sieve number 2 and 3, and he's 2-0 ahead here. What do you think will be the next sieve while it opens the door for the cat?
Ooh, next save. I wonder if Vinch goes Teutons here just to try to give himself a win. I don't know what Civ Tatoh wants against Teutons. I'd imagine maybe the Italians. You want someone with bombard cannons usually, and they're the ones that have them.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like Italians are basically the only civ that can beat the Teutons. Incas, Slavs, and Huns should all get wrecked by Teutons in my eyes, especially Huns.
Yeah, especially Huns.
Yeah. Hello, Clown.
And probably Slavs even too. So, like, I mean, yeah, out of those saves, I feel like Italians are the only ones that really compete with Teutons.
Stop clicking on stuff, you silly cat. My god, switching. The cat switched the scene. I'm silly
The
clown.
cat wants to be on camera.
You're not the caster here. Freaking clown cat. Oh yeah, so let's see if game number 3 has started.
Looks like they're still in the lobby.
Yeah. The problem for Tatoh, though, despite leading 2-0 here, is that Vinch has 3 great civs left. He has Bengalis, Gurjaras, and Teutons. While Tatoh has basically only Italians as an 8-tier civ. Like Incas and Slavs could be okay in general, but Vinchester has a very good civ, so let's see.
Even Japanese at the end there, I think, are a decent arena civ.
Oh yeah, you're
Kind of
right.
surprised by Tato's Huns pick.
Yeah, Huns are the freaking worst. What did he have left?
It was
we
Huns,
cannot
Japanese, and Chinese when it came down to the last pick for Tatoh.
Well, yeah, I would also pick Huns over Chinese. Chinese are the worst.
Yeah. Well, over Japanese too? I think I'd pick Japanese on arena.
Say that again? Japanese over what?
Japanese over Huns when Tatoh got to the end of his draft.
Oh, he chose Hans before Japanese. That's what you mean.
Yeah.
I was comparing Hans to Chinese. Yeah, definitely Japanese are much better than both. I agree. I agree. Japanese are much better than Hans. Like Hans and Chinese, I feel like are the 2 worst arena civs out there, especially with the current 9 villager start.
And well, Tatoh, he's going for the Huns as they're
Oh,
loading
boy.
into this game. It'll be Huns Bengalis, and I don't think I've seen this matchup
Oh
before.
boy. That's the beauty of our draft. Where else will we see Hans against Bengalis on arena? Like that's a wild one. And like what can Hans do here?
Harkins, maybe?
Tarkans?
I mean, they should be decent against elephant archers, and probably against Rathas too.
You know what? I don't hate that. I actually like that. Like full crazy boom into Tarkans could be really, really good. You know what? I like that. I hope we get to see that.
I mean, Tato's the type of player who might do that.
Yeah, Tatoh. I keep saying that every time I cast him, but he's definitely in my top 3 favorite players in the world for sure. Like he's so fun to watch. He never goes for
Now,
like
if
boring
there's
meta.
if there's anyone who's gonna figure out how to do a demo ship on Arena, it's Tatoh.
That's for sure. That's for sure. Okay, so 15 seconds and we are in game number 3, boys. Are we any chance for a Bengali Monk Rush here by Vinchester?
I think a pretty good chance for that. Although the Huns, I mean, they have options to defend against monk rushes, right? They're faster working stables to get their scouts out. And, well, even if they do want to go cav archers, which sometimes you see with Huns on Arena, that could be an option against the monk rush.
Yeah, I agree. Hans, I always say that they are plebbish, but they are quite good against monk rushes. Like no houses that you later don't need to deal with conversions, and the cheaper cavarches, as you said, it's quite good. So we will see. Um, but like, do you know what a Ramakurash is?
Hey, I do not.
So what Ramaku, the Sikh arena player, loves to do with civs like Hans is open with double archer range, go of archers into a forward castle, 1 TC of course, fast imp, and go of archers and with bracer and trebs. And I feel like it would be a good strategy, but the chances are very, very slim.
Yeah, I think it sounds tricky that you need to kind of get the right amount of map control with the cav archers that you still can hit imp at the right time without over investing into Castle Age.
No, it's a build that works. Like he has done it plenty of times, and let me tell you, I've done it too. Obviously worse, but it's a good build. The question is, like, Tatoh is probably too smart for that. Like, you will notice that. But let's see. Tato's map is great. He has, I mean, not ideal, but he's fine. Main stone, secondary gold at the back, only main gold forward. And it's the opposite for Vinchester, that has perfect main gold and plebish stone and secondary gold. And the good thing is, good news, guys, Vinchester did not lure the boars with his scout. So that's something.
He's got full HP on that scout and can use it
Yeah.
to push in the deer. Looks like he deleted a tile of wall that didn't matter though. If you
Oh,
see that
yeah,
on the
yeah,
right
yeah.
side of his
Yeah.
base.
There used to be a wall here. I mean, I don't know. It probably was a mistake, but even if you have a wall that is not useful, I would suggest not to do it unless it's a back wall, because later that wood will get chopped, and it's always nice to have a pre-made wall to stop like over chopping. But
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, if Tatoh were an even more daring player than he is, he could try to tower hop over that wall. Because you can tower hop between the wall and the tree.
He can?
Yeah, you can.
Ah, that would be sick. I would be so happy to see something like that. I would absolutely love it. But again, the chances are even slimmer than Zanamaku Rush, so I don't think we'll get that.
Finch with 2 lumber camps on like the same little patch of trees.
Oh, that's horrible. What?
It's gonna
Oh
run out
my
of wood
God.
very fast.
This is the worst lumber camps I have seen. Like the worst double lumber camp I have seen. Oh my God. That's
Yeah,
so
I guess
bad.
that's a reaction to the right side being very thin on wood.
Yeah, but
But
then
either walk
you
a bit
just
more or put it on the right, and I think it'd be a much
yeah,
better
do
lumber
that on
camp.
the right. There is like a hole in the middle, like, perfect for a lumber camp, a bit to the right. So I don't get that. Again, Vinch is playing weird. He's a weird player, very good player, but weird player. And like I don't know. Maybe that what was denies him from being the top 3, maybe? Like, these small mistakes, or is it irrelevant? I'm not sure. I don't follow his Arabia games, so I'm not sure if he does stuff like that in Arabia too. But,
Well, I feel like on Arabia, he's not the same level as like Hera and Viper are, so it's gonna be hard for him to break into that top 3.
what? Didn't he win King of the Desert, or is it finalist, or?
He would finish second in the previous one.
Ah, yeah. So
That's already kind of a long time ago, though.
Well, let's see. So we got the barracks up for Tatoh. The question is Cavarchers or Scouts? I guess only 2 on gold. Well, it doesn't say much, but would be an archer range. But it's a market. And he's missing
I'll have
some
barracks
wood.
from both players.
Oh, he's gonna do 3 villagers. Tatoh didn't have enough wood for a second building. 3 villagers in Feudal Age, and he's gonna go for market and stable. Finch went up with 26 villagers, so he got barracks up to us, it was said. So yeah, I'm gonna be scouts from both, right?
That's what I'd assume. We see eventually like building houses around his barracks. It's a weird location for houses.
Yeah. Especially if you like leave a small gap and then all your villagers get stuck there, and not villagers, like even if you produce them, and
Yeah.
it becomes a disaster. Okay, so market stable versus market blacksmith. Tatoh is already on the way to Castle Age, 27 villagers. Vinchester is... Okay, up now. Horse color double B tax already. Okay, he's Bengali, so he gets the 2 extra villagers, right? Each time he advances to the next stage, so that's why he has the 3 villager lead here. The relics, we didn't discuss them. We got 2 perfect relics for Vinchester. We got 1 better for Tatoh, and 2 kinda maybe a bit better for Tatoh, the one on the left.
It seemed pretty fair.
And the one on the right is
overall.
also better. Yeah, kind of fair, I would say. And now, Tatoh knows that Vinch is going scouts. Vinch still doesn't know that about Tatoh. He's only 1 scout. A lot of farms here again for Tatoh. 11 farms compared to 10 for Vinchester, so not a big difference.
It feels like that's kind of the maximum number of farms you can make while going scouts.
Yeah, well, they definitely have better builds than mine, but yeah, I agree.
Actually adding in 12 and 13. Tato's not gonna have much wood as he gets up.
Enough for a monastery, that's what matters. He got the first kill here. Got scout from Vinchester. Vinch a bit sloppy there.
An immediate husbandry.
I love it. I love husbandry. I mean, both are doing husbandry first, okay? It's the scout meta is evolving. Okay, big fight. Okay, let's use the micro. Tatoh. Both are saving the low HP scouts. But, oh no, that's bad for Tatoh. Gonna
He
snipe?
got greedy
Nice.
chasing. Oh, he got greedy chasing that low HP scout with the high HP scout.
Oh, that's perfect, because he got husbandry a bit faster, so he was able to boink. But Vinchester with good blocks, all in all, 3-2 for Tatoh in the head count. 2 DCs by Vinchester. First is already up on the wood line, second coming up on the goal. What is that position? I mean, not the end of the world. Tatoh only now added his second DC, so that's really good for Vinchester. Especially considering that Tatoh doesn't have to do houses, so he's saving a lot of wood, right? So
Right.
it's like a good start for Vinch.
Yeah, Tatoh healing up his scouts. Finch up by 4 vills because of that age up bonus. And Tatoh still, with all these farms he's added in, doesn't really have the wood for a third TC. Just has that second one he's adding in right now. And Vinch is probably going to open a pretty good Vil lead here. That means Tatoh needs to apply some type of pressure.
The problem for Vinchester is that he again doesn't have the light cap upgrade. This is the light cap. This is the light cap. But he's bringing his first relic home. Okay. His benefit is that the scouts are a bit faster, right? So you can always run away from the light cap. Oh, but snipe! No. Gotta go delete the scout. Delete the light cap. What? Ah, I told you to delete.
It's converted.
Told
oh,
you.
Tatoh.
He should have deleted instantly after sniping. Mistake.
I just traded a full HP scout for a low HP scout.
Full HP light cap for a low HP scout. That's even worse. Okay, so 30C now coming up for Tatoh. Look at that, Vinchester already 10 villager lead. Obviously, it's a bit expected for Bengalis to have the lead, but not 10 villagers at this stage. And it will only increase because Vinch is already on 3 and Tatoh is only now getting his third up, 66%. Tatoh does have more light caps also, that's good. Did it help him with his relics? He's 2-1, right? No, 1-1. I mean, where is the relic I'm missing? Oh yeah, 2-1. Okay. 2-2 probably. Vinch picking up that relic. Let's see if Tatoh can snipe. Tatoh snipe. Split.
Not good blocking.
Yeah.
He gets it close enough to the wall, the monk can convert.
Oh no, what is he doing? Why is he fighting? There is a monk there, but Vinchester stopped converting. He moved. He's getting
I think
loom.
he probably misclicked there, and the monk ended up moving instead of converting.
Yeah. I was wondering why he's getting loom and if he's gonna go forward, but he just got house. So yeah, that's why I'm rushing some houses now. Getting wheelbarrow, getting town watch. Basically, he's getting anything he can instead of villagers.
Yeah, using every TC to do something while housed.
Look what Tatoh is doing. So he's adding an archery range. So is he gonna go Cavarges for map control?
Is he gonna go skirms?
I mean, in Imp maybe, but if he goes skirms in Castle Age, I rage quit. But I mean, he has only 3 on gold. Now he's getting the gold upgrade and the second range. Okay, so I guess it has to be Cavarges. Yeah, he's going Cavarges. Well, Vinch is getting hand cards. Yeah, okay. What happened to the villager lead? Oh man. Vinchester was housed so badly for 3 minutes and 12 seconds that he had lost all of his lead. I mean, he does have hand cards compared to Notif and Wilbur from Tatoh, I guess. That's still...
So it's about 5 mils. But yeah, being housed there is absolutely devastating for him. And maybe that's why Tatoh, he knows something. If he picks the Huns and doesn't get housed, he'll have a good eco.
Okay. We got 34 TC coming up for Tatoh. Let's see. Vinchester still without the Leica. What's up with that? Oh, but look at that! What is Vinchester doing? Check his base. Double archery range, elephant archers in Castle Age.
Oh yes. Well, that should counter the cav archers.
That's definitely
probably the light cav.
But it's so weird. Well, he does have 41 farmers, which is sick. But damn, that's an interesting opening by Vinch. I actually love it for map control.
Yeah. What do Huns do against that in the Castle Age? That's where I thought maybe Tarkans could be an option against those elephants. But Tatoh will see them now.
Delete, goodbye, yeah. A triple monastery monks is the only way. Or is he gonna discourage?
Even with the elephants that resist the conversions?
Do they resist the conversions? Why?
Yeah, the Bengali elephants have a bit of conversion resistance built in.
Oh, really? Today we learned that. You see, every day we are learning, guys. Okay. Finch is almost ready to go up to him. Tatoh doing armor. He's still doing cavartures. I don't really like that against elephant archers.
Yeah, maybe he wasn't expecting Vinch to get to the archers this early, but Vinch's eco is not only capable of making elephant archers, but also getting close to clicking up to imp.
That's sick. And now Tatoh is doing the switch to skirmishers, realizing the cavarters will struggle against the elephant archers. Skirmishers in theory are the counter unit, right? But those elephant archers are still sick.
Yeah, and just like they can resist conversion, they also take less bonus damage. So skirms, even against Bengali elephants, it's still difficult actually to get the elephants killed, especially when they get elite and get a bit more HP.
So you cannot convert them, you cannot kill them. How do you deal with them?
That's why I thought Tarkans would be an option.
Yeah, Tarkans.
Get a melee unit to kill them, while also resisting their arrows. But then again, I don't know. Maybe the Tarkans just don't have the attack power.
It's still possible. It's not a lot of elephant archers. It's only 7, and we got a lot of cavartures. Not a lot of cavartures, sorry. I mean a lot of military for Tatoh, and we also have monks coming from behind, trying to get the conversions. If he can get 2 conversions, I don't think he can get 3, because that scout is being super annoying. But 2 conversions would be great. That light cap is really annoying. Now he got the light cap upgrade. Getting 2 monks, wow, the skirmishers are useless against it.
Yeah, that was a great light cap.
Ooh, another dead monk. So 0 conversions, that's not great.
Yeah, no, build counts are still the same, but Vinch is going to be up to imp much, much earlier. Tatoh still doesn't have the res to click up, just doing a handcart.
Yeah, that's not bueno. Big lead here for Vinchester, but I like what Tatoh is doing. He still keeps spamming military, so he has way more military, and that's how he's trying to compensate for the later imp. I don't hate that. Let's see just the might cross. He is adding skirmish, Scorpion, Vinchester, and will be imp now. Okay. So Tatoh now sees that Vinchester is an imp. How do you react? Do you commit even more to Castle Age, or do you try to go to imp?
I wouldn't mind the full Castle Age commitment here, especially against the elephants. I think if he's gonna clean them.
Yeah.
Imp might slow down his momentum now and clean them, go for some rams, and try to get through the walls with cav archers.
Yeah, Tato's micro is on spot so far. Knights are killing the scorpions, cavartures are targeting the light cav, skirmishers are hunting down the elephant archers, and Vinch is down to 11 military. So I think Tatoh is fine, and usually when you do like full commitment like that, you go for full Castle Age. It means that you build up a massive economy behind that while still doing military, and that means that if he gets to imp with very good economy, the chance of Tarkans, as you suggested, is quite good, and I really feel like Tarkans will be massive here. Let's see.
Could be. Tatoh adding in barracks so wants to add in some pikemen, it looks like, now that he's seen a few light cav coming out from Vinch. Vinch gonna run out that right-hand side and send some vills to try to build a castle. Tatoh, if he sees that, he has army that could run over there and kill some of those vills.
Yeah.
The big question is, does he see it?
No, he will not see that. Vinch with 7 military. That's not bueno. And Tatoh is on the way to him, guys. Tatoh is on the way to him. Vinch economy is still better. He's 4 villagers ahead. But Tatoh has the military lead. He has kind of the map control, but now it might change with that castle coming up. But it does look like Tarkans are the play here. He's doing ballistics, he's doing pikemen. Seems like he's gonna go trash, but he should be thinking about Tarkans. Tatoh is... If any player could go for that, as you said earlier, it's Tatoh, so... Let's see.
For now, he's just worried about the skirms and trying to fight the elephants with the skirms. The problem is the elephants still can kill skirmishers, especially when they're only the Castle Age ones without the final armor.
Yeah. Finch, does he see the castle? he still doesn't see the castle. And that's where Vinch is trying to lead Tatoh towards that castle. Tatoh is not taking the bait for now. Sniping, well, should target the elephants with the skirmishers, not the light cav. Okay, now you can see the trap, so he knows that something is there. Well, takes a lot of damage to kill those freaking fluffy boys. Knights are coming.
It does.
Oh, can he kill it? Vinch is popping out for repairs. Can he save it? No. Good snipe by Tatoh. And now split. No,
Or is it flipping back and forth? And Tato's just about to hit him.
yeah, and it will be huge if he can mix in some ramps now. Actually, this would be sick. Because it will take all the fire of the elephant. Pikemen are killing the light cav, skirmishers are killing the elephant. You get halves, bracer, chemistry incoming for Tatoh. So he's going full trash right now versus light cav and elephants. Do we have a castle for Tatoh? No, he's now getting his first castle. Okay, Captrons incoming.
After him. So he's going for the classic Huns army composition: a cav archer, halb skirm, and those capped rams.
That would be really good. Like Captrons in front of his trash military. It's perfect. Vinch trying to raid, thinking he might find something on the gold on the left side of Tato's base, but Tatoh is not there just yet. Those two castles in the middle are so important for Vinchester. As long as they stay, it will stay up. It will be hard for Tatoh to push, but look at Tato's micro hunting down those elephants.
Making sure that all of the skirms individually attack an elephant and they don't spread out.
Yeah, really good micro by Tatoh so far. Getting conscription now, getting masonry for his buildings. Let's see, like what is Vinch missing for his composition? Is skirmishers the answer, or like what do Bengalis do here?
Something else. Maybe light cav are the answer. Maybe he needs halves of his own. Maybe just all 3 trash units.
What about
So
the worst unit in the game, also known as Ratas?
Rathos? They just died as skirmishers at this point.
On melee stance. Or do
Don't they still
die?
take the bonus damage?
Since they got, did someone say it in the chat? Someone said it earlier. That they did get a small buff of more armor in melee stance, I guess, against skirmishers, something like that.
Okay,
I'm not sure if
that
that's
should
enough.
definitely help them. Because before the patch, at least,
Yeah.
or maybe now if that hasn't been changed, they died pretty hard to skirmishers.
Yeah.
It was like this weird. It's a unique unit that's good against gold units, but dies to skirms, kind of.
That's why I said worst unit in the game, but now the tides have changed a bit. Vinchester has now 20 more melee HP, and he's popped, he's pushing, he has traps, he has a nice mass of elephant archers, he has light cav taking down traps. Oh no! Really? Oh! Oh my god, it was so
Aw.
close.
Those
And now he's
repairs-
doing elite elephant archer. Okay. This is a comeback.
That'll make these much tankier.
Any chance for a comeback here for Vinchester? Or was he always leading? Mahayana now.
I feel like it was just a close game, and now finally the elephant archers are starting to have their presence felt, where they will be so much tankier than the cav archers.
Yeah. Mahayana now kicks in, so we'll get... that's a more population space, right? He has villagers take less population space. So that's really good for Vinchester. Tatoh, I feel like he needs way more rams. Ooh, not a
I feel like he needs way
Mangonel.
more army.
Yeah.
The Hun Mangonel. Let's see what good that can do.
We got another castle
Actually, a
coming out.
couple of nice hits.
Hans Mangonels are the worst. Okay, but the Vinch taking no risks. It's a kill with the light cap. Gonna do the castle, forward castle, securing the gold, the stone. taking out these barracks out basically to get the castle in response from Tatoh and using his base. Already sending a trap there, so he will start trapping. I like that. Vinch needs more light up, so the rams will become an issue. They are so tanky.
Yeah. Do the Rams actually manage to do any damage if they hit the elephants? I know they do against siege elephants. It would be pretty cool if they did.
No, I guess the elephant's not.
They don't
An
have
siege elephant is just like a ramp, right? So
Yeah, it is.
makes sense that it will happen. We got one trap working. We need more traps from Tatoh on the castle from Vinchester. But now Vinchester is pushing with 3 traps on the castle of Tatoh. And Tatoh, I don't think he can repair on time.
He doesn't have the bills. And down it goes.
Hello, Fluffy.
You're floppy. Hello, Baron. Thank you so much. This is looking good for Vinchester, so I don't see how he loses this game anymore. He has 63 farmers. He's spamming like the elephant archers are not dying. Let's see.
His trebs are pretty vulnerable, though.
Look at those two
Just
light
kinda
on the left, just standing
getting
there
up there.
waiting to die. What? Did Tatoh just do it to barracks? What happened here? To make pass to the traps of Vinchester? What happened here?
Maybe.
That was weird.
If you look at the KD, Vinch is up about 350 to 220. So he's been taking some really nice trades, and he's gonna add in some Rathas now.
Oh yeah.
He must feel like he's won this game, so he's just gonna add them in.
Oh yeah, I guess halves coming out of those barracks were dying to the castle fire, so he just didn't want to produce from them, so he just deleted them. Like they were trying to get down the traps. One trap might go down. Yes, other will not. Tatoh still trying to defend with the skirmishers, trying to hunt down those elephants. He has a stone for another castle. Vinch though keeps pushing. Like, who wins this game? I still have no idea. It looks good for Vinchester though.
I think it's pretty good for Vinch at this point. Especially with all those very tanky elephant archers now. Up to 16 of them.
Yeah, they are some really tanky units. We have seen them being used by Blackguard yesterday, and Slam was also struggling to deal with them up until he added the monks, and that was a game changer. But Slam had a good monks even, remember what that was, and Tatoh has Hans, so that's
Yeah,
not
Huns
happening.
are really not a good monk civ. Well, I mean, you still can make monks with them.
Yeah,
You can
but
convert the elephant archers.
well, Slam was Malians, right? Okay. So Tato's still defending. He did snipe one
Still
trap
trying
from
to hold on.
Vinchester. Yeah, but I don't see a way. Like, he's out of gold now. Well, actually he has gold, he's just not mining it. Now he's back to it. We are now getting siege elephants from Vinchester. They are gonna be great against skirmishers as just like siege rams, basically.
All that, and also maybe clearing up some of these forward buildings or pushing through the walls.
Yeah. I mean, Tatoh, I think it's time. I think you're on the verge of pulling a dark noob here. Or does he have a chance?
Let's see, it would need to be a pretty good dark noob for Tatoh to win at this point, I think. Especially looking at that KD now, 500 to 300. And just these elephants are so tanky, they just don't die.
Yeah.
The castle from Tatoh looks like it'll go down.
And Vinchester's economy is insane. Like, he has 156 villagers, but because of Mahiana, he can mass so much more military. So his economy is really, really sick. Hello, Dark Noob. we were talking about a different Dark Noob. Alright, now it's the armored the siege elephants.
Wait, Marauders. He's doing Marauders at Tatoh in that
Ooh.
the castle on the left, so that could be the Tarkans.
Yeah, we actually forgot about that. We actually forgot about the Tarkans. Maybe that's what he was missing?
Well, he's doing them. It'll be his last attempt to find a unit to fight the elephants.
Okay, that could be a nice addition. He has all the upgrades for them except the Blessed Furnace. So, I mean, if there was a chance for comeback for Tatoh, it's now. Tarkans have quite good pierce armor. They're actually very decent against, like, in the front.
Against any type of ranged unit, usually.
Yeah. Let's see. I learned it quite late when Tarkans wrecked. I don't remember what it was. One good ice or whatever. I don't remember that I had. But let's see. Tarkans are trying to die for the traps, but they're still. Well, can they kill the traps? Can he save the castle? He did kill the castle of Vinchester. He did kill 2 traps. 1 trap left. Now the elephants are targeting the Tarkans, so the skirmishers are doing the job from behind. Tarkans are really good mid shield also in front of the skirmishers versus the skirmishers of Vinchester. Did he just lose the castle? No, I think he deleted it.
He did.
But did he delete it?
Is Tatoh pushing this back? Like, look at all the resources in the middle of the map. They're being taken. And this is about to become just skirmishers here for Tatoh against Vinch's elephant archers, and the skirmishers are much cheaper.
Well, Vinchester still has plenty of gold. Tatoh is quite low on it. He has 800 gold left to mine. He does have 3 relics too. Did he get what's it called? Araism, by the way?
What?
The unique tech of the Huns that denies the gold, the rally gold from the opponent.
Oh, atheism?
Yeah. These traps are going down.
This actually would be a time to do that tech.
Oh well, Tatoh is on the like he has no resources. He is trying to spam military, but Vinchester has so much more. He's gonna do another
Vinch has
castle.
gold.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, let's see how much gold Vinch still has left. That is gold here, 600 gold. Tatoh does have gold here. I missed that one. He has, well, 1100 gold left. But I just don't see a way. He's out of Tarkans, he's getting a castle on his face.
That's another castle now. And on the right, looks like Tatoh overchopped. Vinch is aware of that with a scout. We might look for him to try to do some raiding there. Oh, but there's GG.
Was a good game. I mean,
Yeah, it was. I mean, Tatoh certainly made that interesting. I wonder if he had gone for Tarkans earlier, if it would have helped him out, but like, Bengalis in the late game were a pretty tricky civ to try to overcome.
yeah, the problem is like he was so much later to Imp, so he couldn't really do them in Castle Age, the Tarkans, because he was committed to skirmishers and knight and stuff like that. And by the time he got to Imp, I mean, he couldn't really afford them. But when he could, it was a bit too late already. So yeah, good game. Vinch is back into the series, boys. It's 2-1. Let's see the statistics. Military-wise, skill S ratio, so much better for Vinch. Wow, 720 to 408. Economy.
That's those elephants. They just don't die.
Yeah, those are freaking tanks. Tatoh is way more wood. Vinch with more food, more gold, way more gold. Wow. And more stone. He basically got all the resources in the middle. And yeah, Vinch with more villagers too, but Mahayana really helped here. And APM is about the same. So well played by both. And we're gonna go for game number 4. see the sieves.
Okay, and as they launch their game, oh, this is an interesting Civ matchup.
What is it? I'm still not there.
Italians Jars.
Italian school Jawas. That sounds like a big ceiling for Tatoh. To be honest. Like, Italians are quite good against both students and Gurujalas that Vinch had, and Japanese.
Yeah.
Italians basically counter everything, so I don't see how Tatoh can get a good matchup. I guess students could have been maybe a bit better. I don't know. But let's find out. Let's go.
I feel like Teutons would be like Teutons can always monk rush against Italians. I guess Japanese could too. Italians
yeah.
themselves, I mean, they're a great arena civ. They can monk rush. They have the cheaper cannons and the cheaper age ups if they want to go for that early imp. Genoese crossbowman is a pretty insane unique unit in different matchups.
Especially against Gurujalas. Like, actually, how do Shawarmas trade against Genoese? You should know stuff like that.
That's such a weird matchup because it's like they do no damage and then suddenly they do a ton of damage.
We'll be interested to see if we will get into that.
I imagine the Genoese crossbowman would still be good there. Yeah, I think maybe the bigger question is, can the chakram throwers close the distance and hit the Genoese crossbowman?
Probably not. But chakrams are so weird. Like, one day they do nothing, and later I watched Draken lose 1 million votes to a few chakrams by Kingston yesterday, so I still don't know what to think about that unit. But let's see. Game 4 is here.
All right, and we'll have Vinch in the red playing as the Gajars to the west, and Tatoh in the blue playing as the Italians to the east.
His map is kind of plebish though. Tatoh with forward stone and forward gold. When are you co-casting T90, Kappa? Obviously, you cannot compete with T-West, but
we need T90 to join the circus, really get the arena experience going.
Well, he does have his T90 clown, but I feel like that's fake news. He's a fake clown. So yeah. Well, in the map of Vinch seems to be a bit better, right? He has his main stone, secondary gold at the back. Only the main gold is a bit forward. But again, I'm just not sure about Gurujalas. I don't know what to do with them here. I don't have an idea.
Yeah, I mean, like, the Civ itself is just... I always think the Civ is weird. Like, if you get the timings and all of your switches for the units correct, then they're really hard to deal with. Like if you're somehow get your opponent going for a scouts opening, maybe there's options to add in camels. If you get them going for an archer unit, you can go for the Shravamstriders. But how do these Shravamstriders do against potential Genoese crossbowmen? I don't know. And I would imagine that's a matchup where the crossbowmen still are pretty good.
Well, Genoese are also quite hard to get, right? Like, you need castles. It's not easy to produce that as much as Shawarmas, for instance, or something like that. So maybe Gurujalas do have an early window to do the damage, but on the other side, Italians should be just faster to imp, right? Because they got the cheaper
yeah, they should be
upgrades. So I don't know. We will see. Relics seem to be a bit better maybe for Tatoh. We got 2 good for Vinch. And 3 a bit better for Tatoh.
Let's see, the Gajars do have all of the Castle Age monastery techs, and then imp they miss bait and block printing. So if they combine their monks with their elephants, maybe they could go for a pretty good early Castle Age monk rush.
Yeah, but Italians can do that better, right? I mean, at least by getting imp faster. So We will see.
Yeah, they could, but they also don't have elephants. And never underestimate the strength of those elephants from the Gujars in a monk rush push. All of a sudden, a few elephants would break through your walls and take out your buildings.
Yeah, they're quite strong. They're quite strong. Okay, so any chance for a monk rush by Tatoh, maybe, or that would be a waste?
I would
of...
hope so.
I mean, I obviously hope so as well, but I feel like it will
I
be.
feel like it'd be a pretty good strategy here. I mean,
Really?
Shravamsh riders do not dodge conversions.
that's true.
So feels like it might be one of Tato's best options for at least early castle age. You can also just go straight for a castle and go for Genoese crossbowmen.
Did you just invent a new unit that dodges conversions, or is it just basically any Teuton unit?
Well, in Age of Empires 1, there was a civ. I think it was like the Macedonians that was like super resistant to conversions.
Okay. Tatoh sending only one villager to gold. I mean, how much gold do Italians need to get to Castle Age? I never remember that stuff. Will one villager be enough?
He's probably practiced the build.
Yeah, I mean, Tatoh knows
It's-
better.
what is it?
Right?
15% cheaper.
166. Should be enough. He's getting a barracks up. He's up with 24 villagers. Vinchester is up with 26 villagers. Getting his barracks up as well. So, yeah, I mean, like, again.
Well, I mean, I think we're going to see a lot of light cav, but two civs that could go for a monk rush in games we've been seeing so far, the monk rush seems to have been doing better than the light cav opening. So maybe a bit of a surprise not to see the monks here.
Well, we have only seen monk specialist player monk rushing, right? I don't think Tatoh and Vinch. Obviously, they would have great monk micro if they practice, but I don't think monk is their go-to strategy, so I don't think that will happen here. Market and stable for Tatoh, getting double bit tax, and he's forced to, was he forced to do just the third villager because he didn't have enough gold? I think so. Yeah, it's now going up with 27 villagers, and Tatoh and Vinci is gonna go up with 28, but there's a blacksmith unstable.
An interesting build from Vinch there, adding in the extra villager, I think. Those because he did horse collar before clicking up to the castle age, and that's gonna help him get a lot of farms. Usually, though, I see like you delay horse collar until after you click castle, but maybe this is just for the scouts opening a way to get a bit more food income.
It depends how much. Oh man, this house is by Vinchester. What the hell? Do some right on top of each other? Oh, actually, no, it is on top of each other. Okay, okay, scout by bows. The fight for the relics will begin. Gurjaras are always favorite for the scout war, right? Because they do open with a camel. So I think we have already casted the Gurjala game together, right? I feel like we discussed the camel thingy. Was it not?
Yeah, and well, I guess maybe the bad thing about the camel is it is capable of being converted. It doesn't resist conversion.
Yeah, that's the only problem. I kind of feel like that they should change it, or maybe this will be too OP, and probably it's impossible to implement. But allows the initial camel to be more resistant to conversions, still in Castle Age. It's probably impossible to do.
Now, one thing I've tried to pay attention to but haven't seen is I think the camel, when it becomes like a normal camel, still doesn't get attacked by wolves.
Oh, really? So maybe there is a way.
Because think about that. That'd be a bit of a downgrade, right? If your camel suddenly got attacked by wolves when it got upgraded.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. So we got Boso Husbandry, again Husbandry before Lightcap for Vinchester. Tatoh doing the same. Husbandry and Boso. Monastery coming up for bows. Second DC coming up for bows. So both are doing exactly the same thing so far right now. And let's see, maybe Vinchester can block here. Wait for the camel trying to block, but no. Tatoh is getting none of that.
Tato's gonna get a spear involved here. And if you can get a poke on the camel, that'll be really good for him. But just doesn't quite have the speed.
Oh,
Goes
that
for the
was...
scout instead.
Oof.
Oh, that was nice.
Miss micro by Vinch. Might lose a scout. Let's see. Yeah, great by Tatoh. Now he can run away. The camel is slower. But can the scout intercept that one? 9. Don't run in. Don't run in. Don't run in. Okay.
A heavy plow from Vinch.
It's quite early.
Before the third TC.
Yeah, that's weird, I would say. That's weird. On my booming standards, it's weird. So, no relics so far. Tatoh healing his low HP scout. What is he doing? Running away. Run! Run! Okay, save the spearman. Gotta heal the light cap. Now light cap is the light cap. The scouts. Why are they not light cap, Tatoh? Well, now you can't afford them, but you're on 3 town centers. Should have gotten
Well, maybe
them.
that's the answer. He's on 3 town centers trying to boom and just can't squeeze that upgrade in.
Yeah, but I think light cap is quite important. Could have delayed the DC or something like that. Meanwhile, Vinch is picking up a really far away relic, and that's great for him. Because he will have 2 relics, so much better for him, just waiting for him to pick up, so he should have the lead. But he might lose a monk here, because the camel is off position. And he noticed. Gonna lose the monk though, might get the scout. No. Okay.
Nope, doesn't even get a scout.
But Tatoh still without a single
There's
relic.
a weird there. It looked like the camel wasn't quite attacking that whole time, maybe?
I didn't notice actually. Let's see. Is Tatoh gonna pick up any relics? Like, he has only scouts, 2 spearmen, while Vinch has Reliable already picking up the second relic. He's guarding the one in the north. Okay. Wow, Tatoh, big
Like
boom.
Tatu should be able to get this one.
Let's see. Ah, yeah, he will get this one. Do you think that 4 town centers is a good move by Tatoh with Italians here? I kind of feel like he should prioritize Imp over a massive economy.
Yeah, with the Byzantines, I always feel like you can go for that like extra TC and still have the cheaper imp. And I guess Italians can do the same thing, but to a bit of a lesser extent because you don't have that same discount.
Okay. Some idols for Tatoh. He just picks them. Beaches on 3 town centers. Tatoh has a massive lead right now. He's 14 villagers ahead, Tatoh. So that's looking really, really good. And I'm not sure why Vinchester is behind. Well, I guess late on centers. What? Look what Vinch is doing. Again, archery range.
Archery range.
What's up with that?
Oh, there's the foundation. I guess something to deal with spears, maybe?
Well, it's getting fletching. Like, I'm so confused. He did it in the previous game where he went for elephant archers. So, like, is there a way that he will go for elephant archers again, or in Castle
With the
Age?
Gajars?
Yeah.
Probably not.
I mean, is he gonna go skirmishers? What is he gonna do with that? He's picking up his 4th relic though, which is big.
Archers.
Yeah, archers, okay. Yeah. I mean, I don't
exactly,
hate that.
4th relic.
I don't hate the archers. He probably thinks that, okay, Tatoh is Italians, he'll be faster to imp, he will try to do a forward castle on my face. So I will deny that by going archers. I cannot deny that with Light Cup, because he can easily add a couple of pikemen and wreck me. So I'm gonna do surprise crossbows. Is that a good idea? I don't know.
Well, it really does help with the map control. It does mean that if the Italian player wanted to go Genoese crossbow, and the castle has to be in their base and can't be forward.
Let me tell you that it's a great idea because look what Tatoh is doing. He's getting the pikeman upgrade. He's getting the second barracks. He has a stone for a castle. He's not doing it at home. So Tatoh, assuming that Vinch has only light cap, will now try to get the pikeman upgrade and go for a forward castle on Vinchester's face. And Vinch will have... Okay, that's a bit disappointing. 3 archers waiting. But only 3 archers, so I don't know if
The archers, nevertheless.
Well, it does have Bodkin. Let's see, Tatoh, will he go forward or not? Tatoh? Nah, come on, Tatoh.
He's doing a safe castle. He's doing a tournament castle.
Ah, Tatoh, come on. They give us game number 5. What the hell? Doing a safe castle at home. And that fight is quite bad for both, I think. Both will lose a lot. No, it was better for Tatoh, I think.
Yeah, the monks got cleaned. Or one monk left.
Oh, it's a camel. Delete the camel. Told you. Delete the camel.
Now look at the vil difference. Tatoh, as he's clicking up to the Imperial Age, up by about 25 vils. But Vinch does have 4 of the relics. And that Tatoh still doesn't have any. That 5th one's still hanging out there in the middle.
Yeah.
You'll have Vinch up to Imp as well, right behind Tatoh.
That's... Like... He is doing the most useless crossbow upgrade ever for his 4 crossbows. Gurjalas do not get arbalest. So I'm not really sure what Vinchester is doing here. I mean, the idea was good. I really like that idea to deny potential forward castle, but unfortunately for him, the forward castle is just not happening. And that was a big waste, which delayed his imp by quite a lot. Crossbow is expensive, as you said.
Yeah, it's very expensive now. And well, maybe it helps to deal with pikemen. We'll at least keep Tatoh cooped up inside of his walls for a few more moments, as he is not going to be able to get that mining camp up on the stone.
Yeah, but just Scorpion and that's it. Meanwhile, Vinchester is taking the final relic home. The Vinch will be on 5 relics, which is huge. I mean, he still is at the worst spot here. He has the weaker economy, he has a weaker civ, but he has 5 relics, so that's something.
Yeah, and well, if it wasn't for the relics, I'd say, you know, Tatoh has a great civ, he's in a good position, but 5 relics is a lot of gold income you're gonna have.
That's true, but look what Tatoh is already doing. He's getting a lot of barracks up, he got camel armor, so I think there is quite a good chance for us to get the early condotieros by Tatoh.
And, well, that would be interesting. We'll see. They're pretty speedy, and it's only 9 fills on that castle. I do wonder if Tatoh goes forward. Maybe he could deny it, because running into that is going to set him back a bit and buy Vinch some time.
Yeah, and the condotieros, well, now Vinch is doing skirmishers, so the condotieros will be perfect. But I feel like Tatoh could have hit them a bit for a while to surprise Vinch with the condos, because like the skirmishers will get shredded by the condos. We got chemistry, bracer, second Tatoh has 2 blacksmiths, right? Yeah, that's perfect for him. Getting doubles the upgrades. Vinch is getting chemistry. Dukunjala get hand cannoneers, always forgets that.
Yes, they get everything.
Yeah. Okay, but I kind of feel like condotieros could also trade quite well against the hand cannoneers, so...
Yeah, they definitely could. The controllers get hand cannoneers, and they also get bombard cannons.
Okay. Final armor now for them, for Tatoh, for the condos. 24 villager lead. Getting Pavis right now, so gonna give them some extra pierce armor. Okay, we're getting Statrias for Vinchester, so his military is gonna be cheaper here. He's also finishing on the chemistry, getting +2 armor. Very defensive castle at home. Does it mean that he's gonna try and mass chakrams? Because that castle means that he wants production, constant production, rather than map control. And yeah, he's doing chakrams. Okay, interesting.
And the two armies just kind of standing off right in front of that castle, not really engaging. Surprised not to see much siege from Tatoh yet, but he's really focusing on that Genbo production first.
Yeah, which is a mistake in my eyes. I feel like he should have been doing traps already and pushing, because right now he has more military, he has better military. Tatoh has useless crossbows, useless skirmishers, useless light cav, and only a couple of chakrams, so the time to damage is now for Tatoh.
Yeah, and Tato's really afraid of fighting underneath that castle, doesn't want to do it. And his push is going to be slowed down because of that.
I don't like that. He's giving Vinch times that he shouldn't. Okay, Genoese are dancing. The cannon is there. Where's the traps? Tatoh, we need traps. Okay, we got... Ah, come on. One trap coming. That's not enough.
Yeah, those trebs need to be popping, and he's doing a second treb and elite Genoese crossbowmen at those castles.
Well, I guess it will all fall on how well can Chakrams do against Genoese, because that will be the matchups that we are going into in the long run. Yeah, both are doing elite now, with Chakram, elite Genoese.
Yeah, and now I gotta go check the Condottiero stats and see if the Chakrams have. I need ungarrison one. Oh, there you are. So 0 against
Oh,
infantry.
incoming
I'm
massacre?
wondering how the
Oh,
bonus.
never mind.
There's a house or a castle there from Vinch trying to protect himself.
Yeah, he wanted to do it outside first, in between the gold and stone, but the light up saw the Condottieros coming, so he cancelled it, and he's doing it at home. And let's see now, the Chakrams are coming.
And they're doing okay, I guess.
Yeah, they're doing good.
CL may be dead, but my prime sub for you will live on.
Thank you, dear
And
man.
they're all lined up.
Okay, finally traps coming with cannons. We got cannons from Vinchester to Tatoh. You need to learn to repair traps, man. He didn't do it well enough in the previous games, and again, he has no builders to repair the traps. Tatoh, gotta repair.
It's super important.
You get it like in the first lesson in CL, or back in the days when he had CL.
For the trebs.
If you send traps forward, you gotta have villagers nearby to repair them. So let's see. Oh man, all the traps are down. Wow.
And the castle still stands.
Yeah, that's good for Vinch. Well, he did get one
Yours
cannon
is still
here.
neck and neck. Tatoh up by a lot of hills, but Vinch with 5 relics.
Yeah. No, maybe too many villagers for Tatoh even. He's now doing Scalebard in armor, so he's gonna add stables and try to switch to Hussars here. He's also getting masonry for his buildings, which is nice. But feels like Vinchester is doing the correct decision, and he's gone full chakram and cannons. I like that.
I like that too. And a few light cav just to try to raid, but they probably won't be too effective at picking off the cannons with all the Genbo there.
Yeah.
I think the question is more how effective will the chakrams be?
Well, their range is fixed. Genoese range is 7, so the difference is not that big, to be honest. It's only one range difference. I thought it's bigger.
Treadmill
actually.
train for Tatoh.
I like treadmill train. I feel like it's not used enough.
I mean, it does help you get your castles up faster. Those kind of Fury be just dying.
Yeah, they
Chakrams.
melt. They melt
Yeah.
the chakrams.
Yeah, even +1
Oh.
bonus damage against the Condottiero.
Okay, both are trying to take the other's castle. Vinchester is attacking in the north, Tatoh is attacking in the south. Cannons are coming, so condottieri are going to work towards it. Well, oh, that one Genoese, that one sneaky Genoese killed the freaking cannon. Oh my god. Okay, it's a light Kev, cannot get close to the Genoese, they melt. Now those are Hussars and not light Kev. Let's see, can he save the castle? It's important. If the castle falls, no, he cannot, because chakrams are coming. 4 cannons, a trap. Let's see, the Xena warrior princesses are going forward. Oh yeah.
How will the Genbos do against the Hussars here? They're doing a really good job. There's still no villas over by those cannons to repair them. Tatoh loses 1, and the rest of his army gets massacred by the chakrams.
Only 1 cannon went down, so that wasn't too bad for Tatoh. And let's see. Where's the cannons from Vinchester? Like, oh no, they are just standing there dying to 2 Hussars. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, look at those chakrams. That's the cannon shots did the damage on them. Okay, but the longer the game goes, I mean, the better it is for Tatoh, right? 5 freaking relics. It's huge. And
You mean the better for Vinchester with all those relics?
for Vinchester, yeah, sorry, for Vinchester. Like we discussed at the start, that Tatoh has to do the damage early, because if he doesn't, he might be in trouble. And let's see, he's already... How much gold does he have left? He still has gold, so right? I think he should be fine.
Those gold, and he finally has taken out that castle. This is where Vinch still has those 5 relics forward, might want to think about moving them back. As it feels like Tato's pushing, doesn't it? Like he has the score lead pretty well, still up by about 25 vills. And now he's going to have a forward castle on that gold right outside of Vinch's base.
That's a good castle, could have been a bit more forward, as I always say. But look at the population of Vinchester, like where's his military and where are his villagers? Like 41 minutes and he has only 105 villagers, that's not bueno.
It is not. His gate is down. I wonder if that means the Hussars will be able to raid. It's just so difficult, kind of like those Magyar Cav archers, actually to finish off the chakram throwers if they're microed properly.
Yeah. Another issue for Vinch is that he didn't move the relics to the back. Now he's doing that slowly this 1 month, realizing that Tatoh is getting closer and closer, and if he loses the relics, all his advantage for the late game will be gone. And Tatoh is already pushing in the north with 2 traps. Gotta be careful because Hussars are coming, but Tatoh has his own Hussars. And he's bringing the cannons, so that castle should be going down. There are also some Genoese there to help. Yeah. I like this position.
Hoardings, will that even finish at the castle? Looks like it won't. Finch cancels it. And, well, how much gold does Finch have left? That's his secondary gold, and he's been trying to mine one in the middle, but that's not underneath Tato's castle. And this is looking pretty good for Tatoh.
Awesome. Goes down. Yeah. Yeah, Finch doesn't have enough economy to spam. It's gonna almost fall in below 100.
And that's a weird thing to say when your units are so cheap and you have the relics.
Yeah, but, well, he actually has 3 castles at home. I didn't see the 2 castles on the side, so it's only 1. So, he can still
He's gonna have
spam.
chakram production.
Yeah, he can still spam. He's going only, well, he's doing some hussars still. But the traps are coming, taking a small detour to get to a good position far away from the cannons. Maybe. Okay. But Tatoh, hello. We discussed that you gotta repair the traps.
Yeah, that's something that Tatoh really needs to pay attention to, keeping those vills forward by the trebs. And right now, Vinch could take out those, or at least one of those trebs with his vills probably. They're out there by that stable.
Okay. Tatoh with full map control right now. If the castle falls, like the whole base will be open, at least in the north, for raiding. Cannons are coming too, so that castle will go down. Let's see. Or maybe take a good shot on the chakrams? No, taking the castle first. Okay. Ace is looking over.
That's a good number of chakrams now, though. 32. If units get lined up, they will just obliterate the units. Although kind of Thierry diving the bombard cannons, I think they can get one of them there, maybe.
Vinch, exactly 100 villagers. That's not enough. Dropping below now. 99. Some hazards are ready. All the generals are in. Another castle by Tatoh. Another forward castle at the Great Castle. What can Vinch do here? Is there any winning condition, or it's just a slow death from now on?
Well, he needs to hope that those relics can help bail him out, honestly. But it feels like Tatoh, at this point, just has the army composition he needs.
Ooh, the split stick, okay. Versus the cannons, the castle is coming up, so Vinch on 94 villagers only, and it's looking closer and closer, like a rematch against Dark for Vinchester, rather than him going to the round of 16.
Yeah, that would be a chance for Dark to get some revenge after being swept in that first round. But Vinch, he's still gonna keep fighting. He's gonna spam those hussars until he's out of ills, but he's down to 87 now. And Tato's slowly but surely just inching forward into that base, getting whatever ground he can, and maybe that chakrams can be annoying, but the
Oh,
hussars
the
just
cannons!
apply.
If he shoot at the cannons!
Oh,
Look.
he'd get all of them.
Oh my god. But he's not, and the cannons are alive, and the chakrams are falling. Ay, 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 ay,
Oh
ay.
no.
Okay, Vinch is below 100 population versus fully popped Tatoh. It's a question of time here.
Yeah, and Tato's just gonna keep pushing in with those genbos. And, well, still a really interesting series between these two. We've had a few good games here as there's the GG.
Yeah.
And Tatoh secures his spot to advance, and Vinch will head over for another game to play against Dark in a rematch.
Yeah. So Tatoh is a round of 16. Vinch will play the decider. They can only meet again in the final. So if Tatoh and Vinch will meet, it will be only in the final, boys. And it's possible. Like, it's not too far-fetched, right? Both are amazing players. But Tatoh played quite well today and better. Let's see the statistics. He's had better kill to death ratio, more max military, better economy in every aspect. Only the relic gold was helping Vinchester. Also more villagers, and only